electricity, Alex and Juan, instead of looking beauty contest, you can do that in a few minutes until you listen to me. Comerio was the center of tobacco production in Puerto Rico, all right? They have some of the best tobacco in the world, all right? The American Tobacco Company opened up a factory. If you see that big building when we went into the plaza, that huge building, there was a factory to process the tobacco, all right? And the workers here were discriminated against. I mean, there was a lot of oppression. And a woman, listen to this, because I'm going to ask you, Natasha, a woman by the name of Juana Colon. Remember that name?
Juana Colon.
Juana Colon was a black,
Colon, you get the other half.
was a black Puerto Rican laborer who actually worked in the tobacco factory. She organized the workers, and they led one of the largest and longest strikes in Puerto Rican history. And they organized the tobacco workers. So tobacco was really, really the mainstay of this town. By the 1950s, tobacco begins to decline. By the 60s, Comerio becomes one of the poorest towns in Puerto Rico. It still is, okay? Understand that. So, when you think about what you did this morning with those little kids, and you saw them nicely dressed and all of that stuff, it's really, this is a very poor town. I was able to give some of the gifts. The smile, the joy in those kids was amazing. These are our preschool kids. So I want you to understand that part of our work is rooted in the poorest areas of Puerto Rico, and it benefits some of the poorest people in these towns. Tomorrow, we're going to go to a school, an alternative high school. Today, I was walking with Wilfredo, and the kids were there from that school. They were in the swimming pool. They were going to do the go-karts. That was like their field day. And all of a sudden, I hear my name called, and it was Alma, the principal.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we'll be there. They're going to be making for us. They have a bakery. They have a culinary arts program. They will cook for us, and they will provide the lunch for us. This is how important this is. So this produces electricity primarily for the factory, not for the Puerto Ricans. That idea of progress, that the American brought progress, is a lie. They brought progress to the extent that it benefited them, all right? Puerto Rico produced billions of dollars of tobacco. And tobacco is a native crop to Puerto Rico. That is why yesterday, on Sunday, when we saw the Puerto Rican cigar maker, he is following a tradition that goes back thousands of years to the Taínos. When we saw the Taíno cacique do the arreto, he was smoking and obviously using the cigar. And Puerto Rican cigar, by the way, Puerto Rican tobacco is considered one of the best in the world. The Cubans have to be envious of this. However, the Puerto Rican tobacco almost is not produced, it's almost extinct. He is trying to rescue that, okay?